Hi, I'm Jason Rayburn, and I'm here to talk about relationships. This is one of the qualities that's near and dear to my heart, and it's one that I think is fading each and every day. You look at the picture on the screen, you can see these two guys aren't very happy with each other. It seems to be that more people are becoming angrier with their jobs, with their bosses, co-workers, friends, family, and even life itself. And I've always asked, why is that? I believe it's because we don't value relationships as we once did. We live in a digital age where it's easier to send a text or an email than it is to actually talk to somebody, get to know somebody, and develop that relationship. I believe people that develop relationships and build skills to nurture them and grow them will be ones that'll have a skill that far surpasses anything that other people may get even in school. Theodore Roosevelt said, "The most important ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along." I believe he's correct. I believe if there's a relationship there that's been developed, anybody or any group of people can get past any other issues that may be going before them or may come before them in the future. So, what does a relationship look like? How is it defined? Well, in the dictionary, it says the way in which two or more people, concepts, objects, or people are connected or in the state of being connected. So I've come to find out, good or bad, we have relationships. And I think it's important that we build strong relationships. I believe we choose in life whether we have relationships or we don't, whether they're dynamic, whether they're bad. It's all up to us. And the way we go in the direction we go, especially as leaders, is whether we choose to have those dynamic relationships, nurture them, build them, or we don't. So, how do we demonstrate a leadership quality? Well, for me personally, I spent 20 years in sales. And the one thing that I always did was I never sold a product that I was working with. I always sold the relationship. It was always more important to me to build that relationship than it was to sell the product. If I had that relationship, I could move the product. Now, as in education, as a teacher, I do the same thing. Instead of just teaching the curriculum, I try to build that relationship first and foremost. I have seen things happen in great ways when building that relationship. One example I had was a student, after I had sent out each and every day a piece of paper asking, "What is one thing about you that you would like for me to know that you wouldn't normally tell me?" Well, this student told me that he stayed at home every night keeping his siblings, and he had been sleeping all day in class, and I always wondered why. Well, now that I knew that and we built that relationship, I was able to understand what he was going through, and we worked to get through that. At the bottom, it talks about on this slide to relate. You have to relate to people. You have to understand people, and you have to want to do the right things for people. You have to want to grow that relationship. In conclusion, I'm hoping you see how important these relationships are to me and that I have conveyed that message. I'm a firm believer in it doesn't matter how smart you are, who you know, or how gifted you are. If you can't build relationships and you can't get along with others, you're not going to go very far and you're not going to be a very effective leader. I firmly believe that this is a quality, as I had mentioned earlier, that's diminishing. And the ones that can perfect this, build this, and work on this will be ones that will rise to the top. Thank you.